Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of En-Syte. I'm your host, Steven. Joined by one of my favorite people, Shay. What's good, babe?
What's popping, people?
Nothing much. Unfortunately, Dre is not able to be here with us. He is not feeling too well right now. Cafeteria food into his ass again. Hey, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, man. Huh?
With like no remorse.
No, because we all know how that damn food can get. We all know how it can be.
I'm gonna learn his lesson because this ain't the first time this happened. He gonna need to start bringing his own food.
For real, because it's like
how you swiping $3 and it's tearing your stomach up, not for the good.
You gotta buy. You swipe it for $3, paying for $10 at Pepto Bismol.
Right. He out here getting a whole $3 colonoscopy.
So be wary of your cafeteria's food. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Just bring your own lunch.
Welcome to the show, all in one and all. If you're listening on Spotify, Breakup, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all those other lovely streaming audio sites, welcome to the sultry sounds of the voices of En-Syte.
I know, right? What's up?
So hopefully one day for y'all who are watching or listening through those particular forms of media outlets, hopefully you can come over here and join us on YouTube and let us know what you think of us so far. Other than that, welcome to the show. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, Sean.
So, without further ado, I know I'm a little bit late. I do apologize. I did sleep a little bit longer than normal, and then on top of that, my dang on application had to download and update at the same time, so I was waiting on that to finish. So, forgive me for the tardiness right now. This is on me this time. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show started. So, for those of you all who are just turning in, you probably didn't see it. I'm going to give y'all a little tidbit of what we're talking about. The vetting process.
I love the cover. That cover is nice.
Yeah, it is. Tammy did her thing yet again. Tammy, shout out to Tammy. She is our media expert for the show. Yeah. She works the background. She comes in the audience every once in a while. Actually, every damn time she's in the audience. But yeah, she does these lovely little covers for us.
Yeah, she's not here today, but I love this cover. Yeah.
So with that being said, that is what we're talking about today. And for those of you, just like me at the time, who knew what it was, but at the same time who didn't know what it was, and I asked my co-host here what it was, but yet I was getting ready to talk about it yesterday, so I felt stupid for not knowing, but yet I knew what it was. I'm stupid smart, as she calls me sometimes, and that's just what happened at this case in point. So, what up, Dre? What up, big bro? Hope you feel better, man. So without further ado, because I'm not even gonna lie, this right here is more so of a Shay Boogie topic.
It is not.
Yes,
it is not.
Oh, yes, this is. This is more so a you kind of thing, baby. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and start off the vetting process. Have at it.
I'm sure. So. This is how this is gonna go. First and foremost, give a shout out to Dre because we went on a couple of trips and his vetting process, so he say, wasn't up to par according to the group. So he feel that he got to do better with the vetting process before extending out any invitations. So we thought it'd be a good idea to have this as a topic on the show. Because I've been coming across videos here and there on social media about how the men are now starting to test their women, test their loyalty, test their sanity. Most people call it the shit test. Okay, we call it the vetting process. All right. Of course, I know we had a show talking about testing people is not necessarily good, but I think it's all in how you test and then what reaction you are expecting, what reaction you actually want to get out of testing. So let's get right into it. So it was this
Happy birthday, Tiffany.
Hi Tim.
Happy birthday. You enjoy your birthday, girl.
Happy birthday. But so going on social media, right? There was these text messages between this couple. The guy mentioned his name was Patrick and the girl name was Brittany. Their names was mentioned in the text messages.
Mm-hmm.
So the conversation started off as the background is she was in school. He took care of her in their household for 2.5 years while she was going to school and doing the job hunting thing. So school came to a complete end. She completed everything and she got the job that she wanted. The salary that she wanted was $70,000. Okay. So she, you know how we all get excited. First person we want to tell is our loved ones. So she told him. And yeah, he was like, well, since everything with you is done and complete, can we switch roles? I just only want a month off from my job to get my mental health together. And baby, when I say she flew off the handle, she flew off. He no longer was that person that took care of her for 2.5 years, who supported her, who paid all the bills for those 2.5 years. He was then you are lazy. I'm not taking care of no man. I wish you would have told me that you was suffering with depression. And if you would have told me before, I wouldn't have never dealt with you. So it was like she did a whole little 360 on him. Okay. Whole time, he was testing to see if she was loyal to him and will hold him down when he's at his lowest.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a test. It was all a test. So he ended everything. He had a whole control. He had his depression under control because the whole time during the relationship he was going through therapy. He did not want to leave his job. He did not want to step down from his job. He only wanted a break for 30 days to get his mental right. Most people know that majority of the time when it comes to work and getting your mental right, you probably need more than 30 days. But she wasn't going for that. Mm-hmm. She wasn't going for that at all. So he ended it. He told her they were done and to get her stuff and move out. Now that she got the job that she wanted and she making $70,000. He like, you said you don't need me. Get up out of here. So yeah. Yeah. My question is to you, Steven. Was this test the right way to vet her for wife? For wifey material?
Yeah. Given the fact of the circumstances and the situations, I will say yes. Because he spent 2.5 years of his life basically doing whatever job that he had. It had to pay at least a decent amount for him to be able to pay all the bills, take care of everything, and put her through school at the same time, and while at the same time going to therapy. We all know things like that aren't cheap. Therapy, bills, and putting somebody through school. He had to be making a pretty decent amount himself.
He was making 6 figures.
Oh, he was making 6 figures. Oh, see, that just says, okay. So he's making 6 figures. So apparently he's doing a job that really doesn't require her to call him lazy at all, period, point blank, for any given reason. So I say that in this particular situation, yes. So I say yes, he did this the right way because, I mean, he took all this time, all this effort, 2.5 years. 2.5 years. That's a whole...
Yeah, that's a whole
30 months. That's a whole 30 months. I ain't gonna do the math, and I ain't gonna break down the. I could do it, but it's gonna take time. But I'll break down fucking days, hours, minutes, and seconds that this man just put into this person's life, and show it to y'all and tell y'all. And I'll include leap years in this bitch too. But still, he went through all of that and did all of this work and did everything like that. What's up, Tracia? And knowing good and well, he didn't want to step down from his job. He just tested her just to see if that bond was true, if that bond was real. You're like, and the only thing he wanted was a month.
Yes,
just a month. Definitely. I'm pretty sure if he's making 6 figures, he can take a month off on himself if he wants to, without having to worry about too much of anything. He just wanted to see if she would stand by his side just as well as he stood by hers, because you came in with little to nothing. So you thinking just because you're making 70 grand, you went to school and everything like that. Here's the thing: your schooling probably costs more than what your salary is.
This is definitely true. It says what? Okay, Miss Green said he was right and she was wrong. She straight up used him. Karma is something else. I'm just saying. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. My question is, when is a woman's loyalty tested? Like, when is the best time to test her loyalty? Should you test her loyalty? And yeah, that's it. Like, when should you test her loyalty? And is even testing her loyalty even worth it? Like,
okay, I'm gonna say this. It is worth it, and in some case, it is worth it. Actually, on both sides. But you're talking about men testing women right now. So here's the thing. There's no exact when. There's no exact time on when you're going to test a woman's test of loyalty. And sometimes you're not even going to know if you're going to test her loyalty. Sometimes something will just happen that will test it for you and you didn't realize it. Okay. And then all of a sudden, like, say for instance, one of your boys, like say one of my boys happened to come over to my house. I'm not there. She's there. And, he, wanted to come talk to me and everything like that. She says that I'm not there. Like, that could be a moment that I didn't even put together, that I didn't try, that will show a test of loyalty to see if her faithfulness is true. Okay. To see if she would actually like, okay, yeah, he's not here. I'll let him know you stop by. And if he tries to like, oh, if he ain't here, let me come on in then. See what she would do. Because there's actually some people who use that as a test. They would use their friend, who is probably more so appealing to the eye for women, to see if that woman will go for them. And sometimes it can happen without even happening. It can happen with she just out and about on a random thing, and some random guy tries to talk to her.
True, that is definitely true. Well, we got some feedback going, so we should start at Sean.
All right. Sean says, sometimes we as humans can be selfish and short-sighted. You got me, I got you. That is very true. That's how it should be.
Sean, that's me. How I live. That's how I get down. It's like, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's it.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Sean then says, in the beginning of the relationship is when you test. Test somebody's loyalty, which is actually good because you don't want to feel like you invested too much time into something. So I guess that would be a time frame for it. I'm not saying that there is no time frame to test somebody. It's just sometimes the test just come when it comes, because in the beginning of the relationship, you got that honeymoon butterflies in your stomach feeling. When that settles down, then you start to see shit. You start to see shit you didn't see before.
The honeymoon phase is the line phase. Because everything that come out of each other's mouths to each other's ears just sounds so good.
I know, right? Sounds so beautiful. Sound like pure milk chocolate being poured over something good.
Over some.
Yeah. Dre said, I agree. He agreed with Sean. Tracy says, if she's been straight up and honest from the start, there's no need to know a man is a different story. But if he been straight up and honest from the beginning, there is no need. Now, here's the thing. Who's to say in the beginning they weren't straight up and honest? You do know that situations do change people. You can be in a position like, I'm down on my luck. I'm down and out. I've got a job. I'm barely making it by. Then you have somebody who comes along and like pulls you up and helps you out. And like all of a sudden now you're doing a little bit better here, a little bit better there. Oh, now look at you now. You got this going. Oh my God, I just got me a new car, or I got me a new house. And then all of a sudden, like I got all this stuff and I'm doing well. And then all of a sudden, here come that person that helped you. Like, man, isn't it good to feel this way? Yeah, man, I did. It feels really good, man. So, hey, man, hey, look, something just happened with my car. I was just wondering, like, man, forget you. I ain't give you no ride nowhere. This is my shit.
Yeah.
This is my stuff. Because they feel the need now, since they got into a different position, they got into another place, that they forget about the people that helped them get to that spot, to help them get to that place, to help them get to that level. Those are people who do not understand humility and being humble.
Yeah.
So it's not the fact that they weren't straight up in the beginning. They just changed who they were later on. Go ahead, Shay. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna play advocate with the question. We all know we have our right to feel how we feel and say what we want to say, okay? And morally, because you know we got two different types of rights. Yeah, that definitely is true, Miss Green. She said that's when karma comes to play. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my question is, taking all the moral aspects out of this, because she definitely has this right to not support him. Okay, that's her right. Her right is, you know, I don't have to support you. I don't have to do this. But morally, you know, she definitely is foul, because, you know, you supposed to wash each other's hands when you're in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, you know, was she wrong for not wanting to support her guy when he mentioned he wanted to get himself together mentally? Was she wrong for not wanting to be supportive? Morally, non-morally speaking, take all your morals out of this.
Take all my morals out. Take the morals out.
Take the morals out.
Take the morals out. Okay. All right. So we taking morals out, because I was sure about to go in. You see, I picked up the mic and everything. I was about to go in. So
yeah.
So taking all morals out. If you're taking out all morals, then I say, with all regret, no, she is not wrong. Because yes, she is not. Well, no, you know what? No, because you're in a relationship with somebody. You're in a relationship with somebody. I'm just thinking about that. Now, the relationship is not a moral thing. It's a decision that you make in life to be with somebody. This is a choice that you made. This is a choice that you made. It's just like a choice in terms of the job that you choose. It's a choice about who you having your kids with and everything like that. That is not a really much of a moral thing. It's a decision that you make in your life. So even though, morally speaking, yeah, he helped her, she should help him. But at the same time, it's not about even if he helped her. If it's about two people who are together to make a common bond, to make a common goal, to come together as one, if you take out all morals, it still equals up to the same thing. Helping one another to achieve a common goal.
No, that's so nice. For the sake of the show, I'm going to say no. She is not wrong. For the simple fact is, she has that right to not want to support them. She has that right to feel like she do not have to return that favor. What Sean say? Sean said no. She can feel however she wants to feel. That is true. But understand, every action there is a equal reaction. That is true. See? Yeah, for the sake of the show, I just wanted to, you know, see like, hey, like, we have our right. You know, sometimes our partner tell us no, and we tell our partner no, because that's what we don't want to do it. We don't want to partake in that.
She's missing a word in that whole equation there. To every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Let's get that right.
Ain't no word missing. You smart. You understood.
No. I'm just saying it's supposed to be equal and opposite reaction. That's what it's supposed to be. That's that turnout right there. That's what people fail to realize. Whatever actions that you choose, whatever it is that you do, is going to be an opposite reaction that's going to happen. You choose not to help somebody.
I'll know that tomato or tomato, we talk about that red, oddly shaped vegetable that we put on our burgers, sandwiches, and in our salad. We get it.
Yeah, that nasty ass fruit.
I'm starting to think that everything is nasty too.
No, it's not just tomatoes and fish. That's it. Really?
You like Miracle Whip, don't you?
Huh?
You like Miracle Whip, don't you?
I like mayonnaise.
That is disgusting.
Okay, that's your life. You like fish?
Ugh, that is gross.
You like fish?
You like white.
You like fish?
I'm just asking, you like white condiments?
I'm just asking you. You like fish?
That is gross.
Okay, then don't judge me.
Ugh.
Don't judge me.
That is disgusting. I with that video, I was watching a YouTube commentator who actually posted the text messages, and I was here for the comments. Sometimes I love to, hear from the masses. Dre, we getting back on point. Yeah. I'd love to hear from the masses. So in the comments, it was stated, and I think this is really dope to actually share with everybody. They said a woman's loyalty is tested when her man has nothing, and a man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. I liked it that.
Okay.
I definitely liked it that. So, video number 2 about this vetting process. Would you like to discuss video number 2?
If it's the one that I was getting ready to discuss yesterday, I've been more than happy to. Okay, so there's this couple, and by the sounds of it, they are from Jamaica, maybe Haitian, one of the two, because they have some very thick accents. I can barely make out most of what they said. But the guy says that he want to test his girl's loyalty, and he took $4,000 in cash and put it in the armrest of his car. And he was going to go to the barbershop to get his haircut. He picked her up first, she dropped him off so he can get his haircut, while she took his car to go ahead and do whatever errand she had to do before coming back to pick him up. So he had the money sticking out just a little bit, just enough to be seen, but not enough to be noticeable, out of the armrest. It took a while, but after she finished her initial shopping, she came back to the car. She's getting ready to pull off, and she's seen the money sticking out. She opened it up. She went through it numerous times while on the phone with her friend, numerous times, and it was about over $4,000. And she started to make phone calls to him, saying like, "Hey, do you got any money? Blah blah blah. You got money for your haircut? Boom 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 boom. Yeah, he good." And she took some of the money and started to put it inside of her top. Then she took it out, put it back. Then she grabbed it again, put some more back up in there. The next thing you know, she called him back saying, "How long is it going to be for your haircut?" He said 15 minutes. So she went on, took the money. She did a little bit of shopping. Came back, picked him up. He goes to the armrest. He said, "There's money missing." Found out that she said, "I thought it was for me because of my birthday." Like, your birthday is in a month. I thought it was a surprise. Your surprise wouldn't be coming this early. Your birthday is over a month from now. So he told her, like, this is a test. This was a test of your loyalty. I don't know what happened after that, because they were talking and laughing about it, but I don't know exactly what happened. But she sure failed that test. She didn't take the whole $4,000, but she took some of it. Now,
funny.
My question to you, Shay, in terms of this particular situation, your man let you borrow his car, just to run your errands, and you seen this money. But me knowing the person that you are, I can figure what the answer is, but I want the audience to hear your answer. You seen this money sticking out of an armrest. You go through it, you look and you count it. What are you going to do after you count it?
First off, after I counted, I'm calling him, okay? Because you don't leave that type of money with me, okay? I'm this type of color, and I'm a city girl, okay? So 9 times out of 10, when a person got that much money on them, like, you can be marked as a target. So I'm going on, like, okay, you gave me your car. You knew this money was in. Okay, so I'm definitely snapping off on you. Like, why did you leave this money with me of all people? Like, you not it's different if you in the car and you got the bread. Cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a whole female, bro, and I look like a kid most of the time. It's money with me, I'm snapping. I'm literally going off. Like, you know, I'm gonna hit you with this. So this what we doing? We leaving this type of bread in the car with me? Bet. Like I always say, I'm the type of person that if you leave money around me and your French fries around me, you coming back to your bread. You won't come back to them fries. That's just me.
And to be honest, that's really true about her. She will eat your food. She will eat your food.
I will bang your friend. You probably be mad about the fries, but at least you got money to replace the French fries.
I think I'd be more. Me, my fatty, I'd be more mad at the damn fries.
Yeah, you would. You definitely would. Like, yeah, I'm definitely snapping. I'm going off, like, for real.
Okay.
Like,
I kind of figured that would have been your answer, that you was going to tell him about the money. I kind of figured that. But next question about this particular situation is the way that he came about it, using money for one, and using that much physical money in one spot. Right. Was he wrong for doing that way with her? Was he wrong for using that much money? It's not like he used like $100, $200. He used $4,000. Was he wrong for using that much money to test her loyalty?
So, you know what? I don't think it was wrong. But the simple fact is this. I'm going to give you a scenario. When it comes to a kid, okay? You got 2 bills and then you got a stack of bills, okay? 9 times out of 10, if the kid won't go to the big stack of, the kids will go to the big stack of bills. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, if a bill is missing out of that big stack, it's okay. But if they go to this small stack, they will notice that it's a bill missing out of this small stack. So it's like the more paper that he put in there, you know what I'm saying? The more she feel like, okay, I can take this, but it still will look like nothing is missing. Versus if he put $500 in the armrest and I take 2, he gonna automatically know I got 3 bills. I'm supposed to have a total of 5. Why is 2 more bills missing? You know what I'm saying? It's a quick instance like, I know I have 5, 2 missing. You know what I'm saying? Where with that big stack, he got to count. He got to do some math to formulate this. All right, I'm missing X, Y, and Z. Well, with that little stack, is hey, run that back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think he was wrong in the way that he tested?
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Because all it takes is when you in a relationship, all it takes is, and this is how I am with my friends. If you want something, ask. What's the worst that can happen? You say no, okay, bet. You said no, then it ain't meant for me to have it. Like,
some people can't handle that word.
This is true. Like this, like if you knew that you chose your partner for the right reasons, that $5,000 ain't gonna do nothing but come back to you, but it's gonna come back in a different form to you. It's not gonna be cash. It's gonna come back in a different form. Shay, let me hold $20 till tomorrow. I'm not dealing with you.
I'm about to say, you make that bank.
Right. And Shaw was like, it probably would not have mattered how much money it was. And that's true. That definitely is true. But
I'm about to say, missing money is missing money regardless. Regardless if it was 500 or $5,000, you taking 3 bills, that's still 3 bills less than what I started off with.
True. That is. So I have a question for the audience and you, Steven. Okay, so in the because I watched the video too. When they both got in the car and they was driving, she mentioned that what his money is my money and my money is my money.
Yeah.
That's what she mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, what the hell did I put? My question is, taking money from your significant other when they did not give it to you, would that be considered stealing?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I was so mad Steve said this shit so quick. Yeah, it
is. You took something that don't belong to you. That's like you taking the keys to my car, and I ain't say you can take my car. I wake up, my car gone. Guess what? I'm calling that some bitch stolen. You get pulled over and it don't say nothing. You ain't asked me if you can have it.
Yes.
You ain't asked me if you can borrow it. Don't know.
Yeah. Sean said that is toxic thinking, y'all. Yes, it's stealing.
Thank you.
I
rest
love
my case. I rest my case.
But like I said, like if you chose your partner right, bro, no matter how much money is laid around or what money is set aside, you know, your partner is gonna be, like I said, if you chose your partner right, okay, you gonna get that bread back, but it's gonna come in a different form. That $5,000 probably going back to her. If transition from $5,000, okay. Oh, I'm gonna do something special for my lady. That $5,000 can transition into a trip somewhere where she been wanting to go. That $5,000 could transition into a car that she probably wanted. That $5,000 could transition to a down payment for a house that he was looking for to put her in, because it probably was her dream house. You know what I'm saying? But the key phrase is, if you chose your partner right.
It's all about natural selection in the beginning.
This is definitely true. This is true. But
the natural selection in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay. So my other question was, when it comes to money, what is really his money and what is really her money?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ooh, that's ooh.
Yeah. Come on, audience.
Man.
Okay. So Sean said, are you saying that?
Okay, you breaking up, Shay. Hold on, you breaking up. Hold on, Shay.
Choices in a partner we would not need to vet.
You kind of broke up in the middle of that feedback, so it's like you like cut out. The next thing I know, you cut out, and the next thing you know, you started laughing at our part. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Can you?
Yeah, but you like really delayed. She'll be back in a second, y'all. So right now, Sean says, so Shay, are you saying that if we made better choices in a partner, we would not need to vet our partner? Yeah, that's actually true.
Hello?
There we go. She's back, y'all. Hey, Shay.
Okay. Hey, I like Sean's response. Sean's was like, she said, so Shay, are you saying that if we made better choices in a partner, we would not need to vet our partner? I would say to a degree, because even though you have a good partner, you know, we probably still would vet them, but not to the severity of these two examples that we've seen. You probably be like, all right, I'm gonna leave some food out on the table. I'm gonna see if he probably gonna get mad because I'm leaving food out on the table. You know what I'm saying? That's to like slightly test to see, or to see if he gonna eat your food. You know what I'm saying?
Food. Like, you ain't gonna waste no food in that damn house. You ain't gonna waste no food in this damn house. You gonna go ahead, you gonna eat the food, I'm gonna eat the food.
True. Versus sitting up here like, all right, I'm gonna test the loyalty. I'm gonna get my friend in and see if he gonna do X, Y, and Z, or I'm gonna leave some money in the glove compartment to see if she gonna touch. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to vetting.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you feel that you got the right person, and you just feel that you probably have to vet to see what are some of his flaws is, there, I feel like, okay, to sum it up, there's levels to vetting. Okay. These two examples that we talking about I think are super severe, because if you have no loyalty, what is the purpose of even being bothered with this person? If you have no support, what is the purpose of being bothered with this person? You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, to a degree, yes, that's what I'm saying. To a degree. Andre said you need to have at least 3 accounts: my account, her account, and the house account. Oh, okay, that's the answer to the question that I had asked. I got you. He also came back and said, yes, when we make right choices and see the red flags and not ignore those signs. Liz, okay.
I think that was a mistake.
All right. Okay. Yes, when we make right choices and see red flags and not ignore those signs, it's the biggest thing in the vetting process.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like it's here's the thing though about red flags and all that other stuff and everything like that. People be so into the individual or so into the process of where you're going with the individual that yes, you're going to ignore red flags. That's always going to happen. You always going to ignore the signs and the red flags and everything like that. So even it could be waving in your face strong. It could be smacking you in the face and you still don't realize it.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry. Say that.
Go ahead.
So it was this picture on Facebook. First off, okay, I'm gonna make this clear. This is a PSA. I'm normally not always on social media as much as I seem as if I'm on social media. I'm normally on there Monday to come up with something for Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. After Wednesday, you will not catch me on social media. All right.
I can approve of this PSA. I approve this PSA.
So as I was scrolling, I can't stand you. So I was scrolling on Facebook and they had this picture, okay, where it was this guy and this girl. They was cartoon drawn, right? It was at night. So the girl is up painting her guy a whole different color. And in so many words, you can take that and interpret it in so many things. But it's like, don't paint the person. You know what I'm saying? Don't accept them for who they are. Expect them to be who they are. Don't change them and don't paint them. Because paint don't dry well on everybody.
That's true.
Dre was like, no, but you need to adhere to the signs.
Yeah.
That is no disagreement there. That is no disagreement.
No, none whatsoever.
Yeah, that's no disagreement. Yeah, I agree with the adhere to them. And also, like, if you bring them, another vetting way is bring them around your peoples. You feel me? When you bring them around your peoples, and of course, our peoples, our peoples get up in the group and conjugate and crack jokes and whatnot. But you can always have that one serious family member that will definitely pull you aside and give you a nice report on the Carfax that you just pulled up in. You feel me? And they can tell you like, hey, watch out for X, Y, and Z. My recommendation for that is accept that as what is that? What is that they call when you in the job and they giving you feedback? Constructive criticism. Accept that as constructive criticism. Do not respond. The last thing you want to do is respond. You want to comprehend. You want to pull yourself out of the relationship mentally, and you want to observe to see what your family members are talking about. And you want to see if you can tolerate that. Two, if there's some way that you can navigate to even make that particular situation better. To see if it's a habit that he just cannot break, or if you want to leave. But having an emotional response to constructive criticism is the worst ever. Yes, thank you, Sean. Good looking out. I appreciate it. Yeah. My last question is:
we got a lot of questions.
Because when I say I do research, I definitely did research. I didn't want this to be boring. With these two examples that we have, would you take these examples and implement them like in a real life situation with like your partner?
Wait, you talking about like wait, hold on. Say it one more time for the church.
With these two examples, okay, which one would you take and implement in real life in your situation?
Shit, neither one, because I ain't got the money like that for it.
What you say?
Said neither one, because I got the money for it. I ain't making 6 figures and I ain't got $4,000 laying around.
Okay, got you. Sean said, "No, I agree, Sean. I would. You know what? I wouldn't even get down like this. I would actually let life do the vetting process for me."
Mm-hmm.
I'm
like I said, it's eventually going to happen. Like I said earlier, like things are going to happen without you even trying for them to happen. They're just going to appear. They're just going to happen.
What I can say is this: they sped the process up, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah.
And I guarantee you, each female then sat here and learned a lesson.
We're gonna assume that.
I know Homegirl with the 40 grand learned her lesson.
40 grand.
I mean, not 40, 70.
Oh, about to say like, damn, like where the 40 grand girl come from? This is a story I ain't hear yet. Oh yeah, her, yeah, she. If she ain't learned her lesson, then something wrong with her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. I think she would definitely, cause, whew, that's crazy, bro. Like that hurted my feelings when I read those messages. Like, wait a minute, dog. He did what most decent dudes. Well, no, decent dudes would do that, you know. It's the ain't shit niggas that won't do no shit like that. You're like, nah.
Cause they ain't got shit to do with. Shit, they ain't got shit. That's why they ain't shit.
Yeah. What I can say is both these guys, and I don't know. I'm gonna play devil's advocate again with this. I definitely look at the guys a little funny, a funny style. For the simple fact, why did you even choose them if you feel you had to test them?
Because that is something that we are going to be getting into really next week on next Wednesday's episode, if you actually think about it.
What the hell is next Wednesday? Don't.
Huh? Well, see, I got to mention it now because I was talking about it, so I got to let the audience know. So, you know, next Tuesday and Wednesday, y'all, it's Celebrity Week. Next Wednesday in particular, it's a certain quote that Mr. Idris Elba put out himself that we're gonna be talking about. I ain't gonna say what the quote is. Some of y'all might have seen it, so some of y'all already know, but I'm just letting you know that is the reason why some of these men then chose these women based off of that goddamn quote.
Man, you know what? I'm proud of us, and I'm definitely proud of myself because everything is starting to have a good flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's starting to definitely have a good flow.
Hey,
so I love it.
Keisha.
Hey, Keisha. She was like, in these two situations, you don't know the backstory or whole story. I get it. I'm not following nobody's story for my relationship. Hey, y'all, late comment. I agree.
Hey, better late than never, sweetie. Better late than never.
Yeah. Sean said what Dre said. We ignored the red flags. And I think that's what these dudes did. I definitely think that's what the guys did. You know, you had to have to ignore something to put out a test.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to what the reaction was going to be. Like, what I can say is this. When you know your partner, you know your partner. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This shows here that, Sean was like, here comes the smoke next week. This is true.
Man.
It's definitely true. But when you know your partner, you know your partner. Okay? This shows here that neither couple know each other.
Exactly.
Because Buddy, 6 figures, he was just expecting for his lady to be like, yeah, I got you, babe. I'm going to hold you down. You feel me? When 9 times out of 10, there probably was some red flags throughout that relationship that he decided to ignore that told him, bruh, she's terrible at support.
No, see, I gotta disagree with you on that one a little bit. Normally, I don't disagree with you at all, but on this one, I gotta disagree with you just a little bit because if you think about it, if he expected her to hold him down for that 1 month after she did what she needed to do and after he didn't help to put through everything, he wouldn't even have tested her in the beginning. He would say, "Hey, babe, just let you know, I'm like not well mentally. I need to take a month off. Just letting you know." if he really knew her, he would just, bring that up to her ahead of time and then let her know what it is, rather than saying like, hey, babe, is it okay if I take a month off of my mental health, since you out of school and blah, 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 blah. There would be no need for no test if you actually know if you actually knew your partner.
I definitely mentioned that. I mentioned that. Mm-hmm. But then it makes me feel like, okay, if you know her and that's what you was expecting, and if she gave you the opposite response, did you do this to really truly see her true colors, or did you do this to get rid of her?
No, I probably wouldn't say no. Hey, to get rid of her, because like at any given point you can end a relationship. At any given point, you can just end it even without any reason, any rhyme, any reason. It's a real fucked up thing to do.
Just like I said, Dre. Yeah, I feel like he's seen the red flags, but I feel like he ignored them, which led him to this test to get the response, like literally smacked in his face. You know how most people be like, "Oh, please just give me a sign in my face. Just give me a sign in my face," and bang, they get smacked. When the whole entire time they got signs, but they just decide to ignore them signs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I can see it that way.
Yeah, and I also see it your way as well. You like, he probably just really wanted to truly see what this was about. Okay, Keisha said she was showing some shady signs while he supported her to vet her before he elevated the relationship to marriage. Maybe I agree. That's where I was leading to, because it's a reason as to why you out here vetting people the way that is a reason as to why people are testing people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, that's like a child. You feel me? You know how they be like, man, kids test the gangster. Yeah. That's because kids want what they can get away with and what they can't get away with. Dre said if she's not in it for us, if she's not in it for us, cut her loose.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's really how it's supposed to be. That's really how it's supposed to be. And that's probably why, hey, he's seen the flags and he decided on testing it that way. And if she failed, she got cut loose. And that's exactly what happened. Now, in terms of like this other situation with the $4,000 and the armrest, we don't know exactly how it is. And Dre says, hey, y'all, love on y'all peoples.
Yeah, I'm a little iffy on the African thing. You feel me? Because even his money hungry and they still rolled off together, I don't think they ended it.
No.
I don't think
the way that I don't think so.
Yeah, but Buddy with the text messages, he told her, get your stuff and get out. Dudes don't often, tell women to get out their crib.
Nah.
Keisha said, Ed Dre, exactly. Because if not, why are you in a relationship? Yeah.
Very true.
Hey. Yeah, this was definitely interesting.
Yes, it was.
Definitely. What I can say is a consensus of this whole entire vetting process. One, your partner. Please know your partner.
That's number one.
Know your partner. I can put only some emphasis on this. Know your partner. Okay? Be an adult about your choices. Choose right.
Number two.
Choose right. Okay? Number two, choose right.
Choose right.
Choose right.
Choose right.
Number three,
Number
like Drake said, like Keisha said, I think Sean said shit too. Please, please. What the hell did they say? Do not flag. There it is. Please don't ignore the red flags. Like, man. Because if you ignore red, or instead of having the water to them kneecaps, not even to the kneecaps, if you ignore the red flags, instead of having the water at your ankles to where things can literally be sorted out, you're going to have the water up to your neck. There we go. I love Sean. Sean said, think twice, choose once. Real talk. Absolutely. 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 Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So top, know your partner.
Know your partner.
Okay. What the hell did I choose right? Choose right.
Choose right.
Right.
Don't ignore the red flag.
Red flags. Okay. Those are top three. With the three, if you follow those three, because it's levels to this.
It's levels.
If you follow those three, the vetting process will be so easy. If you know them three, you do right by them three, the vetting process will be like, all right, I'm gonna see if he's gonna take this chicken off my plate, so I'm gonna leave it sitting here. The vetting process will become comical versus an actual test. It will be something you both can sit back and laugh about versus you didn't do right by me, you gotta go. It's you know.
And just FYI, I'm gonna take that chicken.
Yeah, I know you is, because like you said, fries too, baby. You gonna come back to some money. But I'm definitely snatching them fries. So don't put no fries in fries.
I ain't gonna ask you to take me a month off or nothing like that, but I'm sure gonna eat them fries. I'm sure gonna eat that chicken though. Let that chicken sit there and linger. I'm gonna eat that chicken.
If you decide to take a month off, we need to carefully plan so this month can just be smooth sailing and it can literally be surrounded and focused upon your needs, not the needs of others.
Yeah. Dre said, don't be afraid to let go. Don't let it linger.
Okay, I'm guessing it's more advice, but okay.
That's more advice. That's more advice. Don't let the stuff linger. In terms of like the red flags and stuff like that. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid just because you test a person and you feel like they failed the test. You like, I still don't want to let them go. Let their asses go. Don't let that shit linger. Don't let that shit dangle.
And now you taking the human aspect out of that. The human aspect is easier to tell somebody to let go
most definitely. Most definitely. I know that. I was just addressing what Dre is saying. That's all I was saying. I know it's easy. It's easy as hell to say. It's hard as hell to let go. That's why some people are still in situations that they're in right now. But that's a different story for another what if.
Yeah, this is definitely true. Yes. But I want to say shout out to y'all, bro. Y'all definitely came through with my questions. I hopefully. Wait a minute. What did I say wrong, Sean? She said, "Why?"
Talking about the human aspect being taken out of it.
Because we all human. Like, I like to keep things as simple as possible, like a diet. Okay, we go from eating all the banging hood food, okay, to 1 minute we got to stop. We like, man, like, and then one of your friends come in the crib with a whole Thai beef a piece. You like, wait a minute, hold on. I just stopped eating this, but you sitting up here dangling it in my face. Like I said, it's easier said than done. We can easily tell somebody to stop doing this, but it'll be hard for them to actually stop, because if that's a habit that they got, they have to slowly stop doing that on their own. Dre said, yes, it is hard, but you have to love you more than that person in the situation you are in. Like I said, we can tell somebody so many times. We can always want to help somebody more than they want to help themselves. Period. That's the human aspect. We can say, don't do this and don't do that and don't do this and don't do that. It's up to them to want to do it. It don't have nothing to do with self-love. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. Maybe that's what they're used to. They're probably used to turmoil, and that's all that they know. We can't tell them to stop doing turmoil if that's all that they do.
That's very true. That's very true. But other than that, before Shay pop a blood vessel over there in her forehead, because I see that vein sticking out a little bit right there. So we're going to go ahead and close this thing out. But like Shay said, we appreciate y'all answering the questions that she had laid out for y'all. Like I said, she's probably the most prepared this person's ever, and I've met in my whole life. Oh, Sean didn't say something. Put your oxygen mask on first, then help the next person. Take care of self by facing our shit and owning it, and make the necessary adjustments. And Sean says, "Okay, Shay, I hear you." Okay, she used that whole goddamn the whole goddamn. I'm about to take off in a plane. Little stewardess line right there. Put your oxygen mask on first, then help the next person.
Bam, there we go. I was talking to somebody about that too. How you have to take care of you before you can do anything for anybody else. Because if you don't take care of you, you are no good to absolutely anybody. Like your resources. If you constantly giving your resources to other people, what are you gonna have? And 9 times out of 10, most of the time, majority of the time, those are the key words. Most and majority of the time, when we extending our resources to people, they don't want them. And we just want to give. She said, "No, I'm a nurse." Ooh, you are a nurse. Come. Ooh, all right, Nurse Sean. That's what I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you Nurse Sean.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate you all coming through as y'all always do. Sean, Dre, being in the crowd, joining in. Keisha, Tracia, Tiffany for popping through. Happy birthday again, Tiffany. I appreciate you all coming through as y'all always do, with your lovely feedback. Those of you who are listening out there but didn't get a chance to go ahead and type in that feedback, hopefully next time you might be able to join us and y'all give us a little bit of what y'all know and what y'all love. We can hear from y'all. If y'all new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that little notification bell right there and let you know when we go live. We go live every Tuesday and Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like I always say, if you don't know your time zones, look up the Windy City. You'll know what time it is. Also, I need y'all to test that like button. I need y'all to test it. Like y'all gotta vet that like button. Tap it to see if it actually will turn blue. If it turned blue for y'all, it's loyal to you. So go ahead and tap that like button. Vet that like button. Put it through the process. Put it through the test. And trust, believe me, it'll be loyal to you. It'll be loyal to you.
You are annoying.
Huh?
You terrible.
What I do? Hey, Carmen. Okay, I'm glad you was able to listen. I'm glad you was able to listen in. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with listening. As long as you're here with us, sweetie. That's what we care about.
Yeah.
All right. So again, those of you all listening on your audio media players and your audio media apps and everything like that, such as Spotify, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, etc. Hopefully one day you'll come over here, YouTube, visit us, and you'll have faces to go with the voices that you're listening to right now. Other than that, Shay, you got anything you want to say before we leave?
Do right by any means.
Do right by any means. Dre already put his in, as he always says, love on your peoples. Love on your peoples. Life is too short, as he always say. I'm sorry I don't have his deep, sultry voice for y'all, but I did the best I could right there.
Right, this one he should pop in.
Just pop in just to say, Dre, if you can, real quick, just pop in just to say that, man. It ain't the same unless you say it. Come on. I will sit here and leave this live running until you pop in and say it. Just pop in, say it, pop out. Done. I will wait. We won't wait.
No, we was for real. You need to pop in.
We legit. No, you know what? I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm about to do. Hold up.
Hey, Carmen, honey, how you doing, boo?
I did it. Y'all seen it on the screen what I just did.
Oh, you definitely personal called him.
He better answer. I know he hear that thing ringing. He ain't go too far.
Oh, he here.
Hey, Drake, before we leave, you got anything you want to say, man?
Love on your people, man, and y'all be easy. I
love y'all. You know good and well we couldn't end the show without you saying it, man. It didn't feel right.
Love on y'all people, man. Straight up. Love on y'all people, man.
Love you, bro, man. Love you. Go ahead.
Love you too, man. I'm about to lay it on down, man. Love you, Shaq.
Love you,
everybody out there. Love y'all. Y'all have a great one. Have a good night. Hey, be careful out there, man. People praise.
I understand. Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you too, family.
So you already know we had to do that real quick. I'm sorry. I couldn't go the whole show without him saying that. couldn't go without him saying it. So with that being said, you all have a beautiful night. And remember, as always, stay insightful. Peace.